Hey guys, Steph here. I am the former secret slob, and this month I am focusing on having a low stress holiday season. So that includes taking care of my house, making sure it doesn't get crazy messy because I always feel less stressed when my house is just a little bit tidier, a little bit cleaner. So every week I've been doing a different challenge, and this week was weekly home blessing. Weekly home blessing is 1 hour, clean your house, just the main areas, and there are 6 tasks. I'll list them here, but they are changing the garbages, cleaning the mirrors, mopping, dusting, vacuuming, and changing your sheets and washing them. So I like to do it on Mondays, but sometimes when I'm tired, I split it up between 2 days, and there are a lot of people who do one task every day. The key thing to remember is that we only spend 10 minutes on every task. Once your 10 minutes is up, you're done. It's not about being perfect. It's about just getting something done. If you're like me, and I used to always make sure my house was perfectly tidy before I started cleaning, I often didn't get to the cleaning part because I was really tired after tidying for an hour. So I try to just tidy as I go, and you'll see my house isn't perfect. I just clean, I do the best I can, I get as much done as I can in 10 minutes, so that means hustling, and then I'm done for the week. To get into that deeper cleaning, that's where zone cleaning comes in. I'll make sure to put a little link right here to my zone cleaning series, and that's where we get into more deeper cleanings. You'll see I just do a quick once over, main visible areas, and I don't worry about the rest. So I'm going to show you how I do my weekly home blessing. I am 33 weeks pregnant, so you'll see I'm not moving super fast. I'm just getting done what I can with the energy that I have. Here I go.
Okay, here I go. I always start in the same order. I do my bed sheets, and I also go get my kids' sheets too. Then I head into the bathrooms and I do my mirrors and garbages. I often do the swish and swipe at the same time as this, but I already did it in the morning, and so I'm just doing the mirrors and garbages right now. I'm combining a couple garbages, just taking everything out so that I have nice clean ones. And then here I am in my master bathroom. Same thing, doing the mirrors. I use a mixture of vinegar and water, about 2/3 water, 1/3 vinegar to wash my mirrors and hard surfaces like that. And then I'm done. So I'm already finished 3 of the tasks, and next I move on to dusting. The next 3 tasks take me a little bit longer because I have to go through the entire house. So I dust all of the sills that are just readily available. I use my little dusting mitt. It just sits on my hand. It's super easy. And you can see I move a few things out of the way, but I don't worry about being perfect or moving everything, moving every little trinket. I really wait until I do the zone cleaning to get that more deeper clean and just be a little bit more careful. I always have to do my stairs though. They collect dust like crazy, probably because it's a darker wood. So I get on my hands and knees and do those, and then I head upstairs and do a little bit too. I didn't show that because my kids were sleeping today, so it's a little bit shorter. But here I am in our TV room just doing that, and I also take this time to quickly tidy up. I don't do anything fancy. I have a couple bins, one for clothes and one for toys, since that's the majority of the tidying I need to do. Next, I get out my vacuum. I have a nice little handheld stick vacuum. It is a plug-in one, which I like because I had a battery one before and I always forgot to charge it, so I have my plug-in stick vacuum. It works pretty good, and I just do a really quick once over the main areas. Same thing here. I don't move too much furniture out of the way. I move a few chairs because there's always extra stuff underneath the table, but I don't worry about being perfect or getting into every little nook and cranny. That is what the zone cleaning is for. I obviously have to get underneath my Christmas tree because there's always lots of little needles. Then I get out the different attachment and do the carpet. I don't really love the way this carpet vacuums up. It's not a wool carpet, so things stick to it. It's not the best. But we're waiting till our kids are a little bit older to upgrade some of our furniture and carpets since they tend to spill a lot of things. So just finishing vacuuming up in the living room, and I'm all done moving into the hallway. Same thing here. This is an area that collects quite a bit of dirt and dust, but I don't worry about being perfect. I like to go up the first flight of stairs, but by the time I get to the second flight, it's not too bad, and I will sometimes just whip around there with a little dry mop. So I'm just finishing up in the hallway, going into the mudroom. I just vacuumed this because we just put our new shelves in, so this one was super easy, even though there's usually quite a bit of dirt and dust in this room. I just move the mat a little bit, move things around with the vacuum, push shoes out of the way, just do my best. So in the last room, our TV room, I just vacuum up this rug. This is our new rug. It's wool, so it vacuums up really nicely, but it also sends off a lot of little fibers. So I like to do this one last because it kind of clogs the vacuum. The last thing I work on is mopping. So I've always used this system. It's just a bottle of hot water with a little bit of soap in it. I used to use vinegar, but everybody in the comments was telling me that that might strip the top of my floors, and I didn't want that. So now I just use hot soapy water in a spray bottle and my little floor mop with a mop pad. I like this method. It works really well for me. I don't have to keep running back to a bucket or a sink full of water. If something gets really dirty or if I mop a really dirty area, I will just quickly rinse the mop head out, but for the most part, it's pretty good. I spend the most time in the dining room because that's where the floor is the dirtiest, because that's where my small children eat and spill things and whatever. So I come into the living room and I'm just mopping up the main areas. I'm not even going to do under the Christmas tree because there's nothing under there. I vacuumed the pine needles and we're good. In the front entryway, I'm just going to quickly mop. You can see I kind of am coming backwards. Usually I work backwards instead of moving forward, but I didn't want you guys to have to stare at my backside through the whole video. So I'm doing it a little bit opposite of what I would have normally done. Same thing in here, just really quick once over. But that's about as detailed as I'm going to get. Mudroom, I always take a little bit of extra time in because there's always mud in this room. It's not too bad right now. We have lots of snow on the ground. It's mostly clean.
Okay, so I'm all done my weekly home blessing. It doesn't take long, 1 hour. And I just wanted to reiterate that, you know, there is that saying, if you're not going to do something properly and perfectly, don't do it at all. That does not apply here. Working on your house for 1 hour is way more than you were probably going to do if you waited until you could find the time to be perfect and do it all. So I promise that if you work on getting your weekly home blessing done every week, whether you do it all on a Monday in 1 hour or split it up through the week, you will notice a huge change in your house. It will just stay cleaner. It'll be easier to do a deep clean. And yeah, it's not that hard. Just find an hour, find 10 minutes a day or half an hour, 2 times a week. Just get it done. Do not worry about being perfect. That is not what this is about. So that's my weekly home blessing. It feels so good to have that done. Having some girls over tomorrow for a little craft night thing. So my house will be nice and clean. I don't need to worry about it at all. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We will carry on with our low stress Christmas. I can't wait. Bye.